What's up guys, Scales here for another video. Today we are going to work on the mirrors of the car, of the side mirrors. As I showed you previously on the introduction video, the mirrors that were in the car are already burnt, are already damaged, so they don't have they have to be replaced. Today we are going to do that. I have already done it on the right side of the car. Now we're gonna do it on the left. I can show you right here. This was the mirror that I have already replaced on the right side of the car. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, but yeah, it's pretty gross. And before we start, I have some notes to share with you regarding the fact that the mirrors that were in the car, they have defogging. So they have a thermal resistor, and they also have anti-reflex, which means that as you can see, I'm gonna try to show you. Yeah, as you can see, this was the connector that was in the car, this green connector, and as you can see, it has 4 wires. These 2 black wires are for the thermal resistor, and these green and blue are for the anti-reflex function. Okay, so why is this important? Because as I'm gonna show you, the mirrors that I acquired from Toyota don't have the anti-reflex function. Why? Because they were super expensive. They were already expensive without that function, but with that function they are super expensive. We are talking about 300 euros each. So I was not in the mood of spending 600 euros on mirrors, just the mirror, not the head unit. You know what I mean? I don't know how you call it, but you know, the rest of the mirror. But yeah, so these ones are another version, and as you can see, the connector is different. This black, it just has 2 contacts. Why? Because these mirrors only have thermal resistor function for the defogging. So what we need to do, another thing is the mirrors. So you obviously the mirrors that were installed in the car have the green connector, the four pins one. So what we need to do in order to install these mirrors is just cut the 2 wires for the thermal resistor, and crimp a connector, the female one, the female connector to this male connector, and we are ready to go, and then just install it like the other. Okay, so what was the problem? And I was so as I was saying, the difficulty, and I had to source them from China, is actually to get the female connectors for this connector on the new mirror. Why? Because Toyota doesn't sell it single alone. Actually, they in order to get these ones, it was also pretty difficult. It had to come from Japan and then Belgium. But they even don't know what is the part number, the specific part number just for the connector. But I had some luck, because these connectors have actually a number, a part number, a reference, and I was able to track this reference to a Chinese company that were selling these on AliExpress, I think. It was a little bit catchy, but I have to say that I contact them, and they seem to be a legit company, and they provided me the female connectors for this one, which are very very small. Let me just, is right here just to show you. Let me see if I can open, maybe without the glove. As you can see, we are talking about a really small connector. This is really small. This is an automotive kind of connector. You will not get these connectors very easy in automotive parts shops. I went to electrical stuff automotive, and they have the Dutch connectors, but as you know, those Dutch connectors, the gray and orange ones are much smaller than this, are much bigger than this, sorry. This is really small, and it was of course I could just cut the wires and do put a sleeve. I don't know how do you call it, but thermal, you know, a thermal, do the wire connectors and just do the thermal sleeve on it. But I wanted to have, I didn't want to cut the new connectors. It was really difficult to find these, so I'm really happy that they come. So I'm gonna show you how to install them, because they are a little bit tricky. They are really small, so you need, this is really precision. You have to have a really precision finger work to be able to crimp this. So I already done it on the right side of the car, so now we're gonna do it on the left side. Before of that, I'm just gonna show you all the tools you will need prior, in order to be more easy for you to just source the parts you will need. Okay guys, so in here we have all the material, all the tools and pieces that we're gonna install. So first, in order to remove the mirror, I suggest that you use a tool like this. It's specially for taking out small mirrors. It has a rubber ventosa, I don't know how to call it in English, sorry, but as you can see, this is just very handy for glasses, for not making a mess, for actually apply a little bit of force in order to take out the old mirror. By the way, the old mirrors generally will be really stuck into the rest of the mirror, into the plastic, because in here generally Toyota applies a little bit of paste, of white paste, and you really, for the first time, you really have to do a little bit of force, force in order to take out the mirror. I'm gonna show you how you take out the mirror without breaking anything, the movement. But yeah, I really suggest that you get one of these tools. It's inexpensive. I can put the link on the description if you want to get one. Next thing we're gonna need is obviously a wire cutter to do a small one. This one is really small because the wires are really small, and you really have to be precise in order to cut the black wires from the connector that is already in your inside your mirror. I also suggest that you get a small screwdriver like this one, really small screwdriver, in order to be able to. Sometimes it's difficult to just separate the two connectors. They have a small I don't know how to call it, this thing in here. Let me show you. You know, the part that secures this side of the connector with the other part. So you just go there and just stick, do some uplifting force, and it's more easy to take out, to separate the mirror, the connectors. So small screwdriver, very handy. You're gonna need also, of course, a crimp tool, because we're gonna crimp. In this case, we're gonna crimp. These are the small crimps that will connect to the wires that we cut, and we're gonna do insert these on the female side of this connector. So these connectors, you see, through this yellow part right here, you just insert the crimped pin. Okay, you cut the wire, you crimp it to these little pins, and then you just go. Actually, that's why I have this clamp right here, just to be more easy, to just insert these crimps and the wires in this connector. You will feel when it's proper secured, you will feel a click sound when you reach the perfect position for the pin inside this connector. So it's a little bit tricky. This part is really tricky, but you will feel it when it's proper secured. As you can see, this mirror came with the white paste. They sold me this with these spots of white paste. They didn't clean it, so we're gonna clean it. We're gonna use isopropyl alcohol and a small microfiber towel. That's actually the first thing we're gonna do. So guys, let's start clean with isopropyl alcohol this mirror. Take out this white paste. So we got our microfiber towel. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. I don't think it's gonna be possible. I don't know. Let me just try. Okay guys, so I was able to remove most of the white paste on the mirror. Now the mirror is clean. So the next step is also actually taking out the old mirrors from the car. Okay guys, so we are in the mirror, as you can see, so gross. The mirror that we're gonna replace. The first thing I suggest doing is actually reallocate the mirror in this position in order to have a better grip. So I'm gonna try to do this with just one hand. Let me see. So the first thing, the movement, you just pull the trigger on your tool, and actually let me just show you how it is on this mirror. As you can see, Let me show you the way to fix this on the plastic cover is actually insert the mirror up, and then you just press on the lower side. Why? Because as you can see, you have these are the upper support mounts. These are the bottoms. So first you have to take out the bottom part, the plastic, separate them, and then you just do this movement and you just pull them, okay, in order to take out the upper side. So we are going to do that. So first you push it up. As you can see, it's already starting to being taken off, and now you just pull down, and you can see the white paste I was talking about. It's really gross. I have to advise you that the first time I had already done it, so the paste was not really sticky. But when you do this the first time, you will actually need to do just a little bit of more force. Okay, so as you can see, we have our green connector. I'm just gonna let him rest right here. We have our green connector. This is the wires. This is the wires that I show you. It's as in the other side, and these are the wires that are going to that we are gonna need to cut. We are gonna need to cut the two black wires, because those are the ones for the thermal resistor. That is the thing that we are going to use in our new mirrors. The others we are just gonna leave them. They are not important because we don't have in these ones the anti-reflex function. So guys, let's first remove the connector. Let me this green connector has this little pad right in here, so you have to put it up, and then you just push it, and the mirror the old mirror will be taken out. So old mirror out. Now what we're gonna need to do is actually cut these two black wires in here in order to be able to crimp them to our new connector. So I suggest that you just cut not really close to the other connect, because if you want to eventually reutilize this connector, then you just leave a small portion of wire in this, so we can crimp it or solder it next time if you want to use it. So I'm gonna cut it maybe right in here. Yeah, 1, 2. So I cut it 2 wires, and as you can see, I'm not worried about labeling which one is. Why? Because a resistor is a passive component that doesn't have polarity. So we're just gonna connect these 2 black wires to one of the pins on the new connector, and we don't need to worry about polarity stuff, polarity issues, sorry. So let's do it. So before we can crimp the new pins to the wires, we need to take out some of the insulation on the copper. So we will use this crimp tool, this wire stripper tool. Yeah. So these are really small wires. So we're gonna go with the smallest entrance. Let me just see if it's enough. Just need to take some of the insulation. Yeah, this is just so small that even in the last one. Okay. Yeah, this is. Okay, I'm gonna try to take out. Okay, we have a little bit of copper already, just a little bit more. I don't know if this is enough, maybe. It's a little bit tricky because the insulation just doesn't come out very. Yeah, this is the. I know I needed a small, even smaller entrance. This is for 0.75 millimeter square of cable. Yeah, we have, okay, almost there. I'm gonna a little wire cutter. Let me just take out the rest of this insulation. Okay, so we have it. We have a little the copper on the first one. Ugh. So okay, let's go for the second one. This one right here. Yeah, this wire stripper is, I needed even a smaller one because it doesn't strip very well. Come on. I don't know what. I think we're fine, and I already, the paste is attacking me. The white glue. Next step is to install these little pins that comes with the part of the connector, then crimp it to the copper on the wire. To do that, we're gonna first you insert it in the you insert the copper. I think I should have left some bit more of the copper. Let me see. Just feel it. Okay. I think it will secure at least. Just as I said, guys, you really have to be patient because this is such a small job that it can get difficult. And actually, okay, Yeah, it will come out. I'm gonna crimp it too. Yeah, it will come out. I have to crimp it right away. I don't know if this is because of this crimp in particular, or actually I didn't left. Okay, so as you can see, I'm crimping it to the wire. Yeah. Let me just secure the more I can the copper in order for us to have a good contact. So one done, we'll do the other one. First you should just try to straighten the wire the more you can in order to be able to secure it more easily to this pin. Jesus, this is such a precision job. Okay, let me just check if the copper is well connected. Being attacked by goo. Okay, I think the crimp is fine. Yeah, I think it will contact well. Just a little bit more. Okay, we have successfully crimped the wires. Now we are going to insert the crimps in the wires in this. Where is it? Let me just see if it focuses. See these two holes in this yellow rubber stuff. We're just gonna insert the pins in there, and then they will click when they get when the perfect position is reaching. So let's do that. We have to reach actually one of the copper wires actually came out, so we need to cut this strand. This is even the more difficult part of this job, is to actually be able to insert the pin correctly on the connector. Yeah, and because he will not want to fix. I have is my there. These crimp right here needs to be more lowered because it is interfering in our okay. Okay, I think it's better. Let me see. This space is completely making my hand dirty. Okay, so let's go for the connector. It's really tricky to know actually what is the perfect position for it. Okay, I think I've done it for this one. Yeah, seems secure. So let's go for the other one. Need to crimp it. I need to this part in here still. We are done with we just try to insert it in here. Okay, I think this one actually went pretty easy. Yeah, I think it's they are locked, they are secure. So yeah, as you can see, we have this black connector, the new one. We're gonna connect it. This one we're just gonna leave it right there. So yeah, let's get our new mirror. And as you can see, the mirror has this bracket in here, so you and these little things right here, these little supports. So you should run the cable in these grooves. Okay. First, we're gonna connect this to the new connector. Okay, secure in place. Just click it. And now let's run the cable. Actually secure this in here. In this, I don't think this bracket was made. Yeah, it was. Okay, proper secure. This green one, it's a little bit big, but we can't leave it right there. You have to do something about it. We're gonna just we're just gonna put it right here. And now it comes another difficult part, which is actually seeing these are the grooves. Yeah, oh, perfect, nice. Yeah. No. Yeah. Perfect. Now it just needs to do a little bit of force in order to properly secure them. So we're gonna do it with a tool. It's not done. Why are not they secure? Just okay, yeah, they're secure. We're gonna just need to clean it a little bit more. Yeah, just let's clean. With the isopropyl alcohol, try to get them as much clean as possible. I think actually it took a little bit of much less time to do this side than the other one. In this one, the connection, the pins, the insertion of the pins in the connector was actually a lot easier than on the other side. I took much more time in the other side. So guys, I think we are done. I'm just gonna start the oops. Oh no. So as you can see, guys, yeah, they are working. This was they're working really fine. Yeah, they get a little bit of whenever the motor reaches the end of of course. So yeah, I think we are done. So yeah, guys, I think we are done. Finally, I have new mirrors. When the weather gets more rainy and cold, I'm gonna actually test if the resistors are, if the defogging function is working. But I mean, why wouldn't it be, right? We've done everything correctly, so that's it. I have new mirrors for my car. I don't this ugly stuff has been removed. Can be it can go directly in the trash bin or not, I don't know, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with the results. And to finalize, of course, just share, subscribe, ring the bell, all that stuff, and we will see you on another video. Bye bye.